So you might not love what I'm going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you because that's my role as a fiduciary. Not everything is rosy in our deals, Lincoln. They're not. And if anyone tells you that, they haven't been in the business long enough, because nothing's perfect. You're going to fail a few times. And I always say, if I go 8 for 10 batting average, because I'm a baseball fan being in Chicago, if I go 8 for 10 in my career, my God, what an incredible track record that is. Okay, so maybe 2 out of those 10 weren't profitable or lost or broke even or whatever. Okay, that's fine. But if you invest with me over a long haul and I make you millions of dollars, I'm doing my job. And communication is important because a lot of our investors might not know all the nuances and details going on. They don't see like what happens. They don't understand like, why are we not buying deals? Well, we're not buying deals because cost of capital is expensive and the sellers are asking a lot of money, and we're not going to lose our ass. We're not going to lose your money. We care about you. You come first, Mr. Investor. It will always be the case. And I have a saying, and this is something you could learn about as a young man in the business, is every penny you take in, you have to value how hard that person, that man or woman worked in the business that they were in, to be able to give you their disposable income to invest in. That's a privilege. And when you honor that privilege, Lincoln, everything else takes care of itself. Your decisions, your communication, how you communicate, how hard you work, showing up maybe on a weekend, working at a night, whatever it is, traveling across the country to see properties, being a good fiduciary. See, the thing is, my investors don't see the work that me and my staff do, and they don't need to. All they care about is results. But what generates results is that consistency, that persistency, that hard work that I was talking about. And it's the little things you do when no one's looking. You know, I'll be here on the West Coast in Newport Beach in my office on a Saturday, okay? And God forbid anyone should work on a Friday or Saturday in Southern California, I hear, but Ben Reinberg does. So I'll walk into my parking garage, and the security people are waving to me, saying hi to me. They know me on a personal basis because they know I'm here to grind. And so I go in my office, and it's quiet, and you know, we could be shooting videos, or I'm working, or looking at deals, or writing letters, or you know, looking at weekly reports from my team. You name it. And it's those little things that go a long way for your investors. It's the little things you do that no one's looking, that you know internally what you're doing to help generate wealth, stability, and security for your investors. And if your mindset's that way, you can have a long career. I think where people go wrong is they take things for granted. They're not grateful for being able to manage other people's money, have them invest with you. And you have to instill that in your employees and your leadership team, because they have to have this buck stops here mentality of, oh my God, someone just committed $1 million to our fund. Well, that's a big deal. That's a lot of money. That person worked their butt off to be able to invest with us. And who knows? I mean, you're in the Midwest. We're both Midwest guys, right? And so think about this. Think about those cold days where the wind is howling and there's snow and ice, and you got to commute to work, and you're in the city of Chicago. Maybe you take the train, you know, wherever you're from. Well, what are those moments you go through? What are those mind moments you go through? What is it where, you know, your significant other or spouse is nagging at you, or you got issues, or you have kids, or you're struggling, or whatever is going on, and you got health issues in your family? So we're all human, and if you don't value the struggles and challenges that every single person goes through and every penny that they invest, I tell my employees we shouldn't be doing this anymore if we're not grateful or value every penny. That's a big mindset. When you have that mindset and that culture in your company, guess what? It creates great success. It creates that 7-star experience for investors, and they grow and they learn. And again, to go back to your point, communication is everything. And if an investor doesn't like what you have to tell them, that's okay. That's their lens. But at the end of the day, Lincoln, it's so important to communicate, because that's how you keep investors, and that's how you get referrals, and that's how you build a brand and a great name in commercial real estate.